Well, most of the builders out there are preparing their cars, their engines, and basically that's been the approach over the holiday months. And in my case, basically because we're actually building a brand new engine for the car, we are having to change some of the sheet metal on the car, meaning the body parts. And we have to change for the new engine, of course, is making a new exhaust system. And in the process of doing that, we're adding some new items, some new little tricks that we don't have that others may have.
Now, how long have you been working on the car?
Well, off and on for several years, but most recently we were fortunate enough to finally get to the Bonneville Salt Flats this last year, and in the process of going there, we were basically going for our licensing runs with Bonneville cars. For each level of speed that you care to go, you have to qualify for a license, and this was the process that we were going through. And each level of license, there are people out there who actually are instrumental in guiding us along the way and telling us how far we can go down the course. And then of the equipment that we have in the car, such as parachutes and what have you, they have to be deployed in a certain manner, and we have to turn in a certain manner. And they basically keep track of what we're doing, and then they come and they mark out. They have a little sticker in the car telling us if we did it properly or not, and then we're up to the next run. We have to get in line with the rest of those who have cars. All the type of car that we have, it's called a Lakester, and a Lakester is a considerably long car, about 30 foot long, and basically it's exposed wheels, and it's second to the fastest cars out there, and we deal with piston-driven engines is what we have. Basically, that's the type of cars that run on the Bonneville Salt Flats at Speed Week. That's what's chosen there, and it's an amateur sport. But as far as making decisions, those are your choices. We decided basically to run a certain size displacement engine. We also decided to run racing fuel, which was gasoline. We also decided it would be supercharged. These are the areas that put you in a particular class of vehicle, and then previous people have set certain records in those classes, and this is the goal, is try to reach those records or even surpass those records. And that's kind of the decision was made basically to try to run with those who run very quick, and that's been our direction. And the engine we chose to build basically is a unique one. It's manufactured in Gardena, and it's basically a Chevrolet truck engine, but basically we added performance parts, and we put hemispherical design cylinder heads on this particular engine. And we're in the process of assembling it as we speak. And we'll be testing it here in another month on a device called a dynamometer, and that's found in a lot of the high-performance race shops. And when we basically do our testing, the intent of the testing is to find what we call a tune-up, basically, where we can know we can run with a particular tune-up, and then we basically then take the engine and we install it in the car, and then put all the peripheral components on it. And in our particular case, for these type of engines, they run a distance of 5 miles. So our goal is to basically have that engine prepared for that distance. That's the direction that we go. Well, there happens to be a location out here in the desert in Southern California, and it's the El Mirage Dry Lake. And that's the place that most of those were able to go and test these cars. However, to run a car at the El Mirage Dry Lake, you have to have membership in one of the 12 clubs that are offered for you to join in. And that's basically what we did. When you go to the dry lakes, you meet some of the people there who are members of those clubs, and you tell them what you want to do or the type of car you have. And then they in turn say, okay, well, come and visit for the club meeting and see if this is the club you want to belong to. And usually they're geographically located. And in this particular case, we chose a club that is in the Anaheim area to be a member of, and only because we knew people that were in that particular club, and they could kind of guide us along the way. They have mentors in the particular club, and they will tell us basically what we are able to do and participate, because when you belong to a club, you've got to contribute a little bit, and meaning of your time for the preparation of the facility and the preparation, and basically it's you're generating a camaraderie with the people that have done this and come before you. So pretty much that's what you're doing, but in the overall program, it's supposed to be fun, and you get the enjoyment out of that, and pretty much that's what you do. Now there's a variety of other clubs out there that are like in San Diego there's a club, and basically up in Northern California there's a club, and so there's a variety of places that you can go to be a member of a club. It's not just in our local area, but they all basically congregate once a month starting in May, and they basically run each month, one day for that month, and then they all the way up until July. And then there's no race at the local dry lake in August, because that's when Speed Week becomes. That's a whole week of racing there.